and welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. I'm excited to get into today's video because today we are getting into their karma and regrets. So whoever you set your intention for, we're going to see their karma for whatever they've done in the situation between the two of you, and also their regrets or what they would have done differently, what they're thinking now. So per usual, my Etsy is always linked in the description below if you want your own private tarot reading, and this will be a good time to pause the video if you need a lot of time with the piles to decide which ones you want to pick or which one you want to pick. But yes, you can pick more than one pile. So we have group 1 with the clear stone, group 2 with the purple stone, group 3 with the blue stone, and group 4 with the yellow stone. So just take 3 deep mindful breaths, really center yourself, center your intuition, and then pick the pile or the piles that you're being called to, and we're just gonna get started. All right, pile 1 with the clear stone. Let's get right into your reading, their karma and the regrets. So the first couple of cards we have that were under your stone, we have parental issues and pride. I don't feel like I've seen the parental issues card show up from the karma deck, so let's see what this is all about. It says parent to child differences, parents opposing lifestyles, stress, trouble, dependence, leech, burdens, and child causing problems. So your person, if this is like something romantic, they may be in a relationship with someone who has kids and they're having a hard time getting the kid to like them. The kid may be a brat, ruining the relationship. So me personally, I have a single mom myself, and I was a terror, okay? Could nobody get close to her. I was a terror, and that's how this feels. Otherwise, this person may be having issues with their actual parents. Their parents may be growing sick, depending on how bad it was that they did to create the karma. Their parents may be kind of looking down on them or not really accepting their child for who they are, kind of feeling like their kid is a failure, something like that. And then we had the pride card that came out. I love myself, or sorry, it says I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So tapping into the energy of the pride card, I feel like this person is trying to avoid really addressing all that it is that they had done. Like, it feels like they're still looking at it in a very surface level. We got the thoughts card that just came out. It feels like they're trying to reason away what they've done or whatever issues they've caused, as if it's not that bad, like, you know, whatever I did, it wasn't that serious. Like, they're trying to make it seem lighter in their own head, as if that's going to, oh my God, we got the karma transfer card that just came out. And remember how we had the parental issues card first. This one says loved ones being affected by karma. Innocent bystanders, negligence, guilty by association. That's crazy. Tapping into this energy, this is not affecting just them. This is affecting like their family, their parents, people who are close to them. And that's why it's so important to watch out, like, for your friends and who you're, you know, because karma is not going to say, oh, this doesn't have anything to do with you. Like, if the karma coming towards them is that they get in a bar fight and they get their ass towed up, if you're there with them at the bar, like, you're naturally probably going to try to fight for your friend, and you're going to end up mixed up in something that don't got nothing to do with you. So you need to make sure, like, you're careful of who you're friends with just in general, especially moving forward, because I'm feeling like there may have been red flags with it, like within this connection or within this person that kind of told you this may not be the best person to be around. You may have been guilty by association, trying to stick up for them at some point too. Oh my gosh, we have the behind bars card that came out. We got out in the open, so I feel like this person is being exposed and embarrassed. So this may be something that they did to you. Like, if this is someone who's like Twitter fingers, social media fingers, where they tried to embarrass you or talk about what you guys were going through online in some way, that karma is getting them, you guys. Behind bars though, serving time in jail, crimes. This one says guilty by association as well. Domestic imprisonment, framed, caught in the act, warrants, unpaid citations. So it really sounds like life is catching up with them. Out in the open, spiritual disconnect, no connection, protection, guidance, hopeless, intuition, lost, vulnerability. This person is really kind of being exposed, and I feel like their angels have almost taken a step back, and they kind of have to, like, when it's time for, like, if our angels try to protect us and we don't listen, they, you know, it's just universal law, they kind of have to step back for karma and universal order to play out. angels protect you, but not from stuff that, you know, is being served up like by spirit or God, you know. So we have egg on the face and disappointing, being seen in a negative light, gossip, let down, egg on the face, needing to apologize, having to eat their words, backfired, ashamed, plans bragged about failed. So they may have a business or something that they were starting. I know someone who had something like that happen to them. It was so messed up. They started evil eye failed. I'm not even gonna get into it, but I've seen that happen firsthand, and it sucks. Not to me though. We have thoughts, endless thinking, rehashing old events, longing, preoccupied, remorse, reminiscing constantly, and hopeless. So this person is thinking about you a lot. Honestly, as far as like their regrets, we haven't gotten into that yet. But I am feeling like at this point, they're trying to reason away what they've done, or they're trying to avoid the facts of who they've been and what they've done, kind of thing. And then we have the cheater, trusting the wrong person, used, superficial connection, heartbreak, backstabbed, games, Don Juan, femme fatale, tricked, and betrayal. So if this is someone who has done something to you and you knew them like in a romantic sense, if they left you for someone and they didn't close the cycle properly with you, or they cheated on you, that's happening to them. We have Don Juan or femme fatale, so it depends like if they would be, it depends on what they're into, whether or not it would, well, I guess I'll keep that. No, I won't. Whether or not it would be a Don Juan or a femme fatale that would come for them, but this person is definitely getting some karmic justice here. We have the Eight of Pentacles. So at this point, I feel like they still kind of see themselves as right. Like, I feel like this person consistently will kind of really build themselves up through other people. And as people start to turn on them, they will start to turn on themselves. Because it's almost like they use people and connections to make them feel better. So they will like connect with or make friends with people who don't make as much money, or people who don't have as many resources, like people who aren't that like cool by societal standards, whatever. And they'll use those people by being their friend and then kind of like having that person gas them up. But as all of these people are turning on them, they're not going to get that validation anymore. So I feel like that's when the cracks are going to really begin to show and things are going to get to crumble. But I feel like this has already started to happen, but they're so in denial that the harder you hang on, the worse it becomes. We have the Five of Wands in reverse and the Four of Cups in reverse. So honestly, as far as their regrets, they feel like you didn't deserve that, or you weren't the person that they should have done that to. Like tapping into their energy, they feel like, okay, that was actually a nice person, or that was someone who actually was here for me and they genuinely did try to help me and they cared about me. But at the same time, because these low vibrational behaviors really seem to be ingrained into this person, I just don't feel like they were able to fight their demons quick enough, you know, to treat you differently, you know. So we have the Moon and the Hierophant in reverse. They know they messed up. And it's funny because you know how like a lot of people will say, my spiritual team, like, don't play about me. I feel like that's actually real with you guys. We have the Eight of Pentacles here, so they haven't lost it all yet, but it's coming. But yeah, it's funny because, you know, a lot of people will be like, oh, my spiritual team's this, they're that, they always protect me, they're so strong. Oh, I come from a bloodline of witches or a bloodline of whatever, royalty, da da da. But really, it's just like delusional, low-key. And with you guys, I feel like you really do have a strong spiritual team. And also, I feel like this person has crossed a lot of people. So they really do have it coming. Yeah, we got the Six of Pentacles in reverse and the Chariot in reverse. So things are going to be stopped very quickly and almost out of the blue for this person. And we have the Queen of Cups. So I feel like you guys may get a front row seat, to be honest. And it may be because this person comes back to you and tries to win you over. So they're definitely going to look back on the situation like, wow, this is a situation that I should have handled differently. But Chariot in reverse, Six of Pentacles in reverse, Spirit's like, time's up. There will be no more of this. You're going to get this karmic justice like right now. So it is what it is. let's see. Yes, and Spirit is saying, like, on your side, it's best for you just to heal at this time. We have repairing the veil and detox. And repairing the veil is really about re-establishing like a spiritual boundary and physical boundaries around yourself, and really kind of protecting yourself, realizing how soon and when and how you let people in and why. Like, is there a trigger that you find yourself, like, so for an example, like, say you grew up in the foster care system, do you naturally have a soft spot for people who have also grown up in the foster care system, to the point where if you meet one, you kind of break down your walls a lot quicker than you would with anyone else? It's that kind of thing with repairing the veil. But it does say forgiveness at the bottom of the card. So Spirit is saying, don't create any more karma for yourself trying to kick this person while they're down. Like, hear what they have to say, and then you can react whatever way you want to. Like, whether you let them in your life or you say, no, I'm done with this, I don't want you in my life, that's up to you. But repairing the mind, body, and spirit at the bottom of detox, Spirit is saying it's time for you to heal. And then we have overflow and skywriting. So if this was someone romantic, Spirit's definitely saying there's another person for you. And at the bottom of that one, it says the fates. So it'll be fate for you guys to come together. Don't even worry about it. This person, honestly, I don't feel like they were ever supposed to be your person. I feel like you could have learned a lot from them and vice versa. But I just don't see that they've done the work to where they would have actually been able to be something permanent for you. We have overflow. It says overwhelm and plenty, and that's the crazy part, because on your end, I feel like you'll be attracting some good karma for what you have invested in. On their end is looking like, you know, some overwhelm. So that's what I have for you guys. You already know my Etsy is always linked in the description if you want a private tarot reading. But that was your pile. Talk to you later. Now offering 7-day vigil candles burned on my personal altar for money, transformation, romantic love, psychic ability, clearing negative energy, passion, power, and more. All right, pile 2 with the purple stone. Let's get right into your reading, their karma and regrets. So we have worry and attracting that was under your stone. So already getting into a little bit of what they're going to be going through. Worry, I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Honestly, I feel like with this energy, they're like, whatever's happening, I deserve. Like, I feel like they just surrendered to the universe. Like, listen, I got some L's that I need to take right now, and it's probably better that I just take them versus trying to fight it. So at this point, they've kind of surrendered to their doom. Attracting negative energy, drama, energy vampires, bullies, attacks, narcissists, demonic entities, fear, and exhaustion. So this person is kind of tuckered out from the fight, to be honest. Like, at some point, they may have tried to resist the karma that's happening to them, but they're just kind of taking it on the chin at this point. Like, this is something I've earned or something that I deserve at this point. Like, and they're just kind of like, I'm tired of fighting it. So I feel like their life is kind of spiraling, and it's spiraling fast. I feel like it's spiraling fast because they've resisted. So it's not like they're trying to hang on to things and control how things happen. They're just letting it happen at this point. Sucks to suck. Spirit, what else can you tell me? We have scammed, the cheater, and missed opportunity. That's funny because the cheater came up for pile 1 as well. So if you guys are dealing with someone who romantically, like, committed a crime against you, like in a relationship sense, you guys were in an agreement that, you know, you're in a relationship, whatever, and then they stepped out of the relationship, they're going to be cheated on themselves. This one says trusting the wrong person, used, superficial connection, heartbreak, backstabbed, femme fatale, betrayal, and tricked. So they're going to meet someone who can really give them a dose of their own medicine, and it's really going to hurt. Scammed, this one says being played in love, betrayed, tricked, lost, angry, and used. So this person is really getting hit left and right by karma. And then we have missed opportunities. This one says missing out, right place, wrong time, too little, too late, investment loss. So if there's someone who has stocks or someone who's invested in any like cryptocurrencies or anything like that, like they're gonna be they're especially if they were obsessed about it. Like, that's the thing, whenever someone commits a crime against me or tries to hurt me, whatever, I give the situation 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 energy. You know why? because when karma comes to balance the scales, it's going to see that I have literally done nothing back. I haven't given it any energy, evil eye, bad words, nothing. And spirit knows what's most important to someone versus what we could ever know. Spirit knows their entire Akashic record, their deepest, darkest desires and secrets. So spirit can come for those things that they won't even say out loud because they hold it so close to their heart. They care about it so much. And then, like I said, when those scales come to be balanced and I haven't done anything, they get got. So tapping into this energy, I feel like, you know, spirit is really gonna, we have failed ideas, blinded, slow to realize. So I feel like they didn't even realize what was happening until it was kind of too late. Let me see what their regrets are and how they're feeling after the fact. Spirit, what are their regrets? We have humor and friendship. So you were likely, honestly, a really good friend to this person, and they really did value like what you brought into their life, like your sense of humor, your point of view, your friendship, the time spent with you. I'm really getting like time spent energy. Humor, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Friendship, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So at this point, I feel like, you know, just a really sad and melancholy energy from this person. They miss your friendship. We have the imagination card. I feel like you guys may be very intuitive, someone who always had ideas, always had like something you could add into their life. And, you know, I feel like you were just a sense of good, a sense of brightness in their life. And now they don't have that. And they're honestly kind of losing hope. So, listen, tapping into this person's energy, they're not doing so hot. They really aren't. I even feel my energy getting pulled down because this person is so actually sad, which is interesting because for group one, you know, that person was like very avoidant. But with you guys, it's so clear that this person is actually sad, feeling like they messed up. And honestly, I'm also feeling like I'm hearing like my character. So I feel like, I feel like whatever they did, they kind of feel like that was out of character for them even. Like that was something that they knew they shouldn't have done. And then now they're kind of looking at themselves like, that's not even me. Some of these cards are like falling apart. Page of Pentacles in reverse. They definitely lost some money recently. I feel like this person may be someone who makes bets or gambles or something like that. We have the Five of Cups in reverse, Page of Pentacles in reverse. So that's like an energy of them feeling very alone, an energy of them feeling just trapped within their own thoughts. We have the Temperance card and the Two of Swords. So if they did get a chance to do better, they would do better. They feel like, you know, God, I hear them just asking like, God, if you give me another chance to do right by people, I'll change my life. Like they're really having like a come to Jesus moment where they're wanting to be a better person. And all of their relationships, the relationships with their parents, romantic relationships, relationships with their friends, business partners, whatever they have going on, they're wanting to be a better person. I feel like this is really someone who just, I do feel like a good energy with them. I don't feel like they're just like a low down dirty dog. I feel like they're someone who has a shadow side, and perhaps their shadow side got out of control. They stopped being as caring as they usually are. We have the Two of Cups and the Chariot in reverse. So if they have a chance to be back with you romantically, if you guys had a romantic situation, they would definitely take it. But they miss you and they're regretful. We have the Ten of Pentacles too. So they feel like you're the one that got away. They feel like they just messed up really bad. Ace of Cups in reverse and the Six of Wands. They don't feel like there's very much they can do about it either. But move on. Like you may have completely blocked this person, cut off ties with this person. You may not be thinking about them anymore. Yeah, we have the Solitude card that literally came out for you guys. Exactly what I was talking about before, where they're like feeling really alone, mind, body, and soul. Emotionally, they feel like, you know, spirit's been quiet and they're kind of just praying. That's the energy I get. Like they're just praying, sending prayers like, God, please fix my mind, please fix my life, because they feel like they're going insane. And I don't know, like they don't feel like their prayers are getting answered. They just feel like it's kind of quiet. We have protection and detox. So again, Spirit is telling you to heal, cleanse and restore yourself at the bottom of detox. At the bottom of protection, it says set personal boundaries, which is interesting because I pulled from a totally different deck for group 1. And those are the same messages that they got at the end. So you may want to check out theirs if you felt like called to pick that pile too. But Spirit is saying it's really important for you moving forward to protect yourself so you don't end up in this situation, because this hurt you too to a degree. I don't feel like you wanted to let this person go, but there almost wasn't anything you could do to fix them or to fix the situation. So you just ended up getting hurt because I feel like you really cared about them. This would have been a really, really good friend for you, to you, or a really, really good romantic partner, and then it went left and you kind of lost control. But Spirit is telling you to heal and to reestablish your personal boundaries and practice spiritual protection. So yeah, that's what I have for you guys. My Etsy shop is always linked in the description below if you want a private tarot reading, but that was your reading today. I'll talk to you later.
Now offering 7-day vigil candles burned on my personal altar for money, transformation, romantic love, psychic ability, clearing negative energy, passion, power, and more.
All right, group 3 with the blue stone. Let's get right into it. Their karma and regret. So the first couple of cards on your stone, it looks like Spirit is hitting them where it hurts, you guys. We got car issues and adversity that came up for them. So I kind of just get this energy where there's a few things going wrong for them at this time. Adversity, I accept that challenges are the best way to learn is what it says at the bottom of the card, but this person is really going through it. Car issues, unexpected car trouble, break-in, engine trouble, grand theft, flat tires, accidents, and repossession is what it says at the bottom of the card. So especially if they consider their card to be like their baby, yeah, they're really having some pretty bad car issues, either getting it taken away from them or breaking down. Dang. Spirit, one more card for group 3. Oh my God, I'm gonna take that one too. All right, so we have setbacks, reversals, true love, and health issues. Wait till I read out the card so you can see what it's talking about. But show you these two. So true love, it says blocks in finding love, fake love, friends with benefits, short-term connections, heartbreak, disappointment, and loss in faith. So if this person is used to kind of getting their way, having many different options, it definitely looks like things are changing for them. Betrayal, backstabbed by friends, disappointment, switched out, shock, gossip, loss, theft, and unappreciated. Did I show you this one yet? I don't know which ones I showed you, but we have betrayal here. And we have health issues. I don't think I showed you this one, but it says down for the count, stress, hospital visits, mental expenses, worry, injury, and sick spell. So honestly, this person is kind of like losing everything, especially with setbacks and reversals, because this feels like their life was going good. I feel like they had a nice car. Like if they were working to get a new car when you guys knew them or were talking to them, that's kind of being taken away. Like there's an energy of all the things that they worked for and cared about being reversed. Car issues, true love. Maybe they're a gym rat, someone who's really healthy, but all of a sudden they're, you know, getting really, really sick. It's kind of just like everything is going wrong at once though. Reversals, this one says nothing works, upside down, hopelessness, extreme stress, feeling like the world is against you and everything's wrong, which is exactly what I was saying before. Like the thing about their karma, it's that everything is going wrong at the same time. And then setbacks, this one says 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, held back, no breaks, failures, and frustration. So this person is definitely getting their just rewards. Let's see the regret. Spirit, What are the regrets for group 3? We have health, friendship, and service. I feel like there was something they specifically would not do for you with the service card. Like there's an energy of them doing for you like they should have did the things for you that you were willing to do for them, but maybe in a different way. I feel like you asked them for something. You asked them to help you move. You asked them to what was the first one I was getting? You asked them to help you. Oh, you asked them to take you on dates. Sometimes you asked them to give you words of affirmation. Like I feel like you were trying to tell this person what they could do for you to make you feel more secure, to make you feel more loved, and they just refused to do it. They would not do it. They were so stubborn about it. And they regret being so stubborn about it. I feel like the situation with you guys was a slow burn too. Like I feel like it wasn't like one night we just had this huge explosive argument and that's the only thing that is bringing them karma. I feel like there's all these little microaggressions and small things that just add up as far as what they did. They miss your friendship. So they regret, you know, putting you in a position where you would have to leave their life or where it would be uncomfortable for you to re-enter their life. So that they blocked you, but they have you unblocked now. You're like, I'm not going to reach out, you know what I mean? Because, and tapping into this person's energy, I don't feel like they're reaching out either. It's almost like they've done you wrong, but they want you to be the one to come crawling back after they kind of like, you know, did you wrong. And it's like, that doesn't even make sense, you know, of course not. So we have the health card. They may, like I said, if they were a gym rat, they may like have been going to the gym, and then they get really sick. They can't go to the gym for the next 2 weeks. And then once they can finally go back, you know, out and about and do things, it's kind of like they're demotivated. Like they don't have any motivation. They don't have any energy. And then their life just kind of slowly goes downhill. But everything at once. We got Judgment at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like they can feel like a dark cloud on top of them. Like they can feel Spirit's energy. I'm also getting a little bit of like paranoia. And if this person already has like any pre-existing like conditions, they're gonna be so much more paranoid. Like if they have any like, I don't know what you would call them, but like any mental health type of conditions. Yeah, got the Tower card that came out. Those are just going to be exasperated. Tower card is definitely that everything at once, kind of just screeching halt, crashing down type of energy. Ooh, we got the Chariot and the 8 of Swords in reverse that came out. So it kind of seems like everyone is turning against them at once, or it seems like, you know, there's a bunch of people like out to get them, trying to get them. Like this person is really paranoid that someone, like they always looking over their shoulder, like, you know, looking out for the ops. And it's like just this weird energy, like they're so paranoid. And like I said, if they were already kind of like more of a paranoid person, someone who always has to scan the room, always has to know who's gonna be there, like that kind of person, it's just gonna get worse. So let's see. We have the 10 of Cups and the Emperor and the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like they are gonna, this is the first time I got this for any group. I feel like this person is gonna get one opportunity, one chance to make things better and to fix things. Because these are pretty good cards, to be honest. And if they choose to do the right thing, like if they don't squander this opportunity, then they will have, you know, the ability to kind of set things right. And, you know, miss out on the latter half of the karma. So whatever would be left, they can avoid that if they show up and do the right thing. But if they don't, it's really feeling like it's going to be a done deal for this person, you guys. Like, it's just one chance, one opportunity. We have the 4 of Wands in reverse, the High Priestess in reverse. They've been losing out on opportunities, losing out. I feel like they're losing their mind, especially with that High Priestess in reverse. And then we have the 4 of Swords. So it kind of feels like there's nothing they can do to make anything better. Let's see what Spirit has to say to you. We have Avenir that came out. At the bottom of the card, it says make peace with your past. So Spirit is telling you not to hang on to this. Also not to try to save this person, because karma does not discriminate, you know what I mean? I was just explaining to one of the other groups that, like, because they had a guilty by association kind of karma that came out. So that means not only are they gonna get it, but their friends were gonna get it too. And I was explaining to them, it's kind of like, you know, you really got to watch out for who you keep around you, because if you go out, you know, with your friends, you want to have a good time, but your friend is known for having a bad attitude and has crossed many people, you got to be mindful of that, because if they get in a fight, that person may just choose to, their friends may start trying to fight you, you know, just because you're guilty by association, just because you're there. Or you know, you can end up in a fight trying to defend your friend, and it's like it can be avoided if you just stay away from that. So I feel like, you know, Spirit is kind of telling you to also like be mindful of who you even make friends with, because you may be too nice of a person and that's not working in your favor. We have Vertigo and Furgun that came up. So the Vertigo card says whatever you choose will be correct. So if they come back and apologize, if you choose to forgive them, Spirit's saying that's fine. If you choose not to forgive them, and you know, whatever you choose, whatever you feel is right for this situation. If you don't want this person in your life anymore, don't feel pressured to, you know, be friends with them or anything like that. But we have Furgun, become a loving mirror. So whenever they send you evil eye or bad energy, don't respond, don't respond. Just keep your hands completely clean so the universe can demolish them. And that's what I have for you guys. You can find me on Etsy in the description if you want a private tarot reading. But that was your reading, you guys. I'll talk to you later.
Now offering 7-day vigil candles burned on my personal altar for money, transformation, romantic love, psychic ability, clearing negative energy, passion, power, and more.
All right, group 4 with the Yellowstone. Let's get right into it. What is their karma and their regrets? So the first couple of cards we have under your stone, we have Karma's Kitchen. It says now serving Karma's Kitchen. And then we have growth that came out for you. So as far as their regrets, they're feeling like they would have grew up a little bit sooner. They feel like the situation with them, whether it was friendship, whether it was romantic, they feel like they had an opportunity to grow through you, but they, of course, you know, would have had to shown up as a higher level of themselves. And there's a bit of discomfort with growth, you know, because there's more responsibility, more weight when you really tap into and expand your personal integrity. So yeah, it's harder, but you know, they chose not to do it. Even so, it doesn't matter if it's hard or not. You know, they had an opportunity to grow and they really wish they took that opportunity, but they didn't. So they may be a little stunted. We have the Karma's Kitchen, being held accountable for all actions, attracting karmic attention. So they may attract karmic lessons to them, like that weren't even supposed to happen in this lifetime, like stuff just in their job and love and relationships, like everything, like just karma. I even just heard bad customer service, which is so funny. So it's like they go into a store and nobody wants to help them, like just petty stuff. We have a la carte, so served up fresh and ready for them. Everything is uncovered, so this person may be exposed a bit too. We have the ingredients are their actions, dishes being prepared is what it says. So, you know, it's just all a play on Karma's Kitchen. But yeah, tapping into this energy, it's like the karma for them is being served up like piping hot. Oh my God. These two wanted to come out too. I'm going to take them. These ones are juicy. We got Divine Protectors and Exes united. So all of their exes may kind of turn against them. You may be one of them as well, depending on your personal situation. But it says those they hurt come together. Stories shared, bonds formed, ex-friends, lies uncovered, spells broken, baby mothers and fathers, victims coming together against the aggressor. So like everyone may be exposing them and attacking them for who they've been. And I'm even getting an energy of their friends kind of attacking them, because it's like, you know, we all have that one friend in the group who we don't approve of something they do, whatever it is. And it's kind of just like when even your friend does something that you really feel like crosses the line, whether they did it to you or another person, and you're just like, that's wrong, you know? If you've ever seen that happen where it's like the D-bag of the group ends up getting like a really, really good person, someone that really cares about them, and then they do that person just so wrong, like even their friends are like, that's disgusting, like, and they kind of turn against them. I see a situation like that happening. But divine protectors is like the kicker. Judgment, intervention, shock, swift and expedited karma. So this is like the angels being like, whoocha, I know you lying. Like, that's like an energy of them really getting that work. So we have unexpected depths, outcast, and job loss. So they may be losing their job, and if their job is really important to them, like if they're the type of person where it's like their job kind of defines them and their value, that's gonna be a hard pill to swallow for them to lose their job, you guys. This one says loss of employment, layoffs, termination, write-ups, job performance, and unexpected closures. So their business may close, and they may, you know, not tell them to the last minute. Like, and if there's someone who always felt like their job was so much better than other people, or something that defines them in a way, something that makes them like higher up in their own head, with that being taken away from them, they're gonna have just less and less to use as evidence that they're this amazing person. So the illusions are gonna start to, you know, fall, and this person is just gonna see themselves for who they are. Unexpected debts. This one says surprise financial burdens, loans, stressed, juggling finances and negligence. And then outcast says rejection by peers, and that's what I was getting before. Turned away, inner child wounds activated. And you know, and a lot of times when people like when they lash out on you or when they do harsh things, it really is because of their own, like, it really is because of their own childhood wounds or trauma, or things that they've experienced, their own trauma. It's not really like, oh, I feel like you did something to me, so I'm gonna verbally, you know, do whatever or whatever. It's just kind of like usually something that's more a reflection of them and what they've been through. That's kind of sad. That one's kind of sad. Inadequate, lost, alone, and misunderstood. All right, let me see, let me get some more of the regrets. Spirit, what can you tell me about this person? What are they regretting? What are their regrets? They thought this was funny too, because we got the humor card that came out at first, but it's now like they're the butt of the joke. It's now like they're the joke, they're the clown, you know, and everybody's just watching them. We have the discipline card that came out too. So honestly, I'm getting very childlike. I wouldn't be surprised if this one, like if this person was someone who would kind of like almost regress to younger versions of themselves. They say when like trauma happens at a really young age, some people will have like these regressions where they go back to that mind state. Sometimes it's more exaggerated, like, you know, you have people that are grown and they like literally talk baby talk like consistently, you know what I mean? And they like act like a baby, and they're like, I want milky, like they literally start acting like a baby. But when it's not as extreme, it could be like someone who's just very childish, like in how they process things, like you did that to me, so I'm gonna do something for you, where it's like, you know, you be the bigger person when you grow up. This person, you know, I don't feel like they have that. So we have the discipline card and the humor card. There's definitely an energy of them honestly thinking that all of this was funny until things started to turn on them. So I feel like they may be like regressing to a younger age, and if you look at the brighter side, hopefully this can help them heal that childhood wounding. But I just feel like, I don't feel like they're healing. I feel like they're just getting boop boop by the universe. Like I just feel like things are all bad. So yeah, that's very interesting. And then we have indecision and denial. So they don't know what to do, and I don't feel like they have anyone that they can return to. I feel like this person has been in denial for a long time, but they can't really be in denial anymore because of how severe the situation has gotten. It's like there's only one way you can really look at this. You don't have any friends anymore. People don't see you the same. The veil has been lifted. You're getting disciplined by the universe. We even got the expedited karma that came out. So the angels are not playing with you. They must have messed with more than one person. For most groups, I've almost felt like that today, where it's like there was multiple people that they had kind of screwed over. We got the King of Cups. This person kind of feels like a sleazeball, like someone who uses romance against people, uses romance to maintain friendships. Like they may literally have, like, okay, so say this was a guy who, like, you know, met a girl, she really liked him, he knows she really liked them, and he was like, okay, I just see you as a friend. But he would always call her and have her come out and hang out with him amongst the other people in the friend group, and he would be making out with people at the bar. And like, I just feel like someone who manipulates their relationships but uses those people to stick around, because it's like those people care about them so much that they will stick around. And he kind of uses that, like he doesn't, I'm not taking that whole stack. There is one that flipped though, I'll take. Like I just feel like he uses the relationships against people. Like when there's people that really genuinely love and care about them, he'll use that person, or they will use that person. So we have the King of Cups and the Emperor in reverse. So that's very much so toxic. Goodness gracious. Everything is really catching up to this person. We got the Eight of Swords in reverse and the King of Swords in reverse. So that's kind of an energy of them not being able to avoid this. Page of Wands and the Six of Pentacles in reverse is like them having to start over from scratch. I really feel like they're losing their job, and they may have gotten that job just because they worked somewhere for a long time, but they didn't have the actual like degree that would otherwise get you that job. So when they go looking for another job, they may not be able to get a similar position because they technically don't have like the requirements for it, and they only got that job in the first place because of being at the other place for a while. So we have the Six of Wands in reverse and the Five of Wands in reverse. That's an energy of like their plans reversed, their idea of what their future would look like completely being changed because of what they've done. So this one's pretty bad. This one is pretty bad. That's what I have for you guys though. Teehee. That is what came up for your spread. My Etsy is in the description if you want a private tarot reading. But that was your reading today. I love you. Be careful what you wish for, and I will see you in the next one.
Now offering 7-day vigil candles burned on my personal altar for money, transformation, romantic love, psychic ability, clearing negative energy, passion, power, and more.